Okay, now let me ask you this, SK. Looking at these two areas, right? Which area is bigger than the other one? The original area or the new area? The original is bigger. So to make them equal, I'm going to have to add 36 to the smaller one. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Now they're equal, right? Okay. I could take away 36 from the bigger, right, to make it the same, but either one's fine. Is that all right? Help me simplify.
Wait, I did something a little bit different.
Okay.
I think I did it incorrectly.
But let me ask you to just help me simplify this. So I've got 3w squared is equal to, what do I need to do on the right side? I do. So 3w times w. Good. And then 3w times minus 2. Nice. Now negative 2 times w. Negative 2w. And then negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. And then I've got plus 36 back here at the end, right? I'm going to. Let's see. So I've got 3w squared. Remember, I want to simplify. And then on the right, I've got 3w squared. I can combine these two and make it minus 8w. And then I can combine these two and just make it plus 40. Is that all right? Okay. Now, SK, where do I want to go from there?
Well, you can. Okay. What I would do is I would take the 3w squared and bring it to the other side and make it power.
I'm going to subtract the 3w squared from both sides. I'm going to deal with the highest power first. Just go in order, right? So this becomes 0, and that cancels, and I'm left with minus 8w plus 40. Okay, let's subtract 40 from both sides.
Okay, actually, can you add 8w to the positive?
I certainly can, if you'd like to do that. Okay, let's add 8w to both sides. That's what I was thinking. But we could do either. So now we've got 8w equals 40.
And then you divide both sides by 8, and then get
W equals 5. Now let's go back up to the top. And it says, find its original dimensions. W equals 5, so that means that this is 5. Oh.
So 5 and 15.
5 and then 15, but what? Because we need to include our units. Centimeters. Perfect. 15 centimeters?
So does it need to be on the area?
Doesn't. It just says find the dimensions, the original dimensions. Okay? Nice job. Thank you all. Sophia, nice work. Okay? All right. Let me move this back up. Find the greatest common factor. Dylan, you want to help me on this one?
Yes.
I love these. Thank you, Ms. Potter.
Ladder method.
Ladder method. Dylan, what goes into both of them?
2.
2 does. 2 times what? 91. And then 2 times what for that other one? 98. Okay. What goes into both of those?
I tried the odd numbers of 7.
I like 7. I like 7. And they're 7 apart, aren't they? Because that would be interesting if it goes into both of them. All right. So put 7 here. 7 times what gives me 91? 13. Okay. And 7 times what gives me 98?
14.
Is it 14? Okay. Now, is there anything that goes into 13 and 14? No.
Just 1.
Just 1. So the greatest common factor is 2 times 7. Perfect.
Do you have to put GCF equals?
No. No. I just put it there so you know that that's my answer. All right.
When you divide it by
Yeah.
7, you
Yeah.
divided the difference by 7.
Yeah. Okay. 1.
What?
1? Is that what you're saying?
Well, like
The difference
is
between them here is 7, and the
divide it
difference
by
between
7,
and the difference between those is 1. Okay. Nice. All right.
and the difference was 14 on the top one, and you divide by 2, and the difference was 7.
Okay. All right. Let me pause here. Let's look at the next one.